Good evening, parents, family, friends, administration, staff, and graduates. I'm humbled and honored to be the salutatorian of FCA's last 8th grade graduating class of 2020. As we prepare for the next phase of our lives, we must reflect on the experiences and life lessons learned while at FCA. From the time I entered Miss Falcon's pre-K class, I've received an outstanding education, made lifelong friends, fell in love with the game of basketball, and learned invaluable lessons. Many of those lessons were learned not only in the classroom in Wednesday Chapel, but also on the court. Through wins and losses, I learned from my mistakes. I learned to listen, I learned to trust, and I learned to persevere. We entered this year with aspirations of 2020 vision, but some things we could never have foreseen. Sadly, in the basketball world, we lost a legend, Kobe Bryant. Upon this loss, the world celebrated his dedication to the sport and to his family. But even with his loss, the legacy of Kobe Bryant lives on. Through Kobe, my FCA family, and those who have come before me, I have learned the importance of being a legend in your own right and leaving a legacy. 328. In his 4th year in the league, Kobe celebrated the winning of his first NBA championship. Over those 4 years, despite injuries, setbacks, and defeats, Kobe and his team planned, practiced for it, and played 328 regular season games before winning the title. Without a vision, Kobe could never accomplish his goal. Dr. Tony Evans also had a vision: academic excellence with a biblical worldview. It is because of his vision that my classmates and I stand before you today. Like Kobe, my classmates and I have learned that in life we might have more failures than successes, but we must keep God first, remain steadfast, and always have a vision. When asked about his relationship with Kobe Bryant, Lakers head coach Phil Jackson said it transcended the norm. The love, guidance, and support we continue to receive from our coaches also transcends the norm. Great players have great coaches. A great coach knows how to lead, how to guide, and how to support their players. So who are our coaches? Our parents, our teachers, our administrators, and the head coach himself, God. So to you, we say thank you. As we create our own legacies, it is our duty to pass along the lessons you, our coaches, have taught us to future generations. Even the greatest player can't win by themselves. They need their teammates to lean on when they are in need. But this requires trust and humility. Kobe would never trust Shaq to score at the 3-point line, but without a doubt he would trust him to score in the post. During my time at FCA, I learned how to trust others and pass the ball. I learned that we as individuals possess our own strengths, our own gifts, our own talents. In some cases, we must be willing to trust, put our pride aside, and with a humble heart, ask for help. And even still, there will always be mistakes. But fellow graduates, your mistakes don't define you. What does define you is how you learn from your mistakes and apply those lessons to your life. Throughout his entire career, Kobe attempted 56 game-winning shots. Out of the 56, he only made 14, but his mistakes never deterred Kobe. Instead, he owned his mistakes, studied them, refocused, and tried again. To my fellow graduates and our own parents, we must accept that as we forge our paths ahead, there will be mistakes. But with every mistake is a new opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. Great works are not accomplished by strength alone, but with perseverance. And though we will get tired, we will make mistakes, we will think it's too hard, and sometimes we may even want to give up. We must persevere. Without the fouls, TV timeouts, reviews, injuries, and free throws, an NBA game is approximately 48 minutes long. In the 2002-2003 season, Kobe averaged 30 points and played 41 minutes per 48-minute game. Without his strength and his will to persevere, Kobe could never have completed such a feat. He once said, "Great things come from hard work and perseverance, no excuses." In life, things won't go as planned. There will be interruptions, stalls, and sometimes stops. But through it all, we must persevere. James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him." As part of our legacy, we must pass on the spirit of perseverance. In Closing, I leave you with Kobe's words on leaving a legacy, who said, "It is the one thing you can control. You are responsible for how people remember you, or don't. So don't take it lightly. If you do it right, your game will live on in others. You will be imitated and emulated by those you played with, those you played against, and those who never saw you play at all. So leave everything on the court. Leave the game better than you found it. And when it comes time for you to leave a legend." I am proud to say that the last 8th grade graduating class of FCA left it all on the court, but there is much more work to do. In honor of the ones who have come before us and the generations that will rise after us, to the FCA class of 2020, I encourage you to ask yourself, what will be your legacy?